Alright, welcome to the channel. Today we are building loft beds in my daughter's bedroom. So it's messy in here, but it is what it is. So basically, we're wanting some more floor space. Last time I was in here, I got all this paneling up, and we've got some finished work to do there, but I want to get the beds in first, because like the corner trim and whatnot's going to butt up against all the bed. So basically what we're going to do is it's going to kind of lag bolt to the wall there, and then we'll have one single post out in this outside corner and build a ladder. So I got some 2x4s, some 2x8s, and a sheet of plywood, and we're just gonna knock this out. So got to pull some measurements on the box spring, because I'm gonna use those dimensions for the inside of the frame, and I'll get a few pieces cut and we'll start putting it together. Should be pretty easy. Alright, the box spring measures 38 by 79, so I'm just going to add an inch to that. So we'll go 39 by 80. So, and then the sideboards are going to cap the inboard, so I need to add 3 more inches. So 80 plus 3, 83. I put a finish blade on my saw, so hopefully it'll be a nice smooth cut. It's also like 15 degrees out, so hopefully this thing even rotates. The other thing I want to do on these sideboards is put a little bevel on these edges so it looks nice. So got my little bevel bit on the old router, so we'll just kind of trace 3 edges on there. I want this one to be square, so because it caps that guy. And then we're gonna pre-drill some holes out here for screws. All right, and for the countersink, I'm just gonna do 3 screws, laying them out so they can be nice and even on everything. I really love these bits. They pre-drill and countersink in the same path. They're time saver, it's a nice finished look, so I'm gonna get these drilled. Oh no, does it not fit? I had to change my game plan over there and just do away with the 2x8 because of the location of the head unit there, but it's all good. If I have to, I'll put a little L bracket or something to support this edge, but I think once the plywood's all tied in there, it's gonna be just fine. So I'm gonna get this thing lagged to the wall. I'm using these Timberlock fasteners because I have them. They're also super strong. They're made for like holding deck ledgers on. Well, I struggled to do that by myself, so sorry you didn't get to see the fun there. But now we're just going to level this out, figure out what we need for a 4x4 here in the corner. 50 inches. Sweet. So that's stops at the plywood, bottom of plywood, and I will drill and put 1 carriage bolt through here to kind of help hold the load, plus the plywood's going to tie everything together. So now I just got to rip some more of those ledger boards to go all along the inside here. Just ripping a 2x4 right down the middle, 1.75 inches. So I'm going to knock that out real quick, then we can set the plywood down in there. pretty good. Mattress is tall. Suppose if they need more room, we can find maybe 6-inch mattress. It won't be as comfy. I'm gonna get a board cut there since I could only get one lag in the middle there. This end is not supported real well. So I'm gonna get a board there. Then I'm gonna lay up there and see what it feels like. Alright, so I did the railing. Put a little 45 on the bottom of that to make it kind of look a little nicer. Basically went about 8 inches above the mattress. So, looks decent. I'm gonna have to put like a L bracket or something on the wall to hold that in. Because since I didn't have room for that 2x8, this is kind of floppy. So, I need some way to make that square and plumb and all that good stuff. So now I'm going to try to figure out this ladder. I want to kick it out just a little bit so it's not straight vertical. I want to cut a couple lengths and then try to just lean them there and try to figure out what my angle is. Alright, I want to show you how I figured out this ladder real quick. Basically, I just cut a board that was like a little bit taller than I needed. And I leaned it up there and said, yep, that looks good as far as the angle. And then I just stuck my speed square here and put a level line across and then measured that angle. Ended up being 10 degrees. Then I cut a 10-degree angle on the bottom, set it back up here, marked it, and then, get you in here a little closer, then I measured the gap down here at the bottom. It's 1.25 inches, and I knew that I needed to take 1.25 inches out the top here and run a vertical line. And after I got that cut out, I just traced the second one, laid out my steps, 1-foot steps, and screwed it all together. So I knocked this side out. Pretty simple. Didn't overthink it. All right, so I just traced that board onto this board, and then when you do that, you're gonna want to kind of cut to the inside of the line instead of the outside of the line, because as you trace it, it's obviously like a little bit bigger, or at least take the line. That way this thing doesn't end up bigger than that one. If you're tracing like a whole bunch, you want to make sure you trace the same one over and over again. Otherwise, your stuff might progressively get bigger and bigger and bigger. All right, look pretty good. We decided we're not going to cap the top. I think it looks just fine without it. So yeah, looks decent. They're not perfect, but they're loft beds. I think if I were to do this again, I would do the ladder out of 2x6, and you could do like a bird's mouth cut here, and it could double as the leg out here. Yeah, you get another 1.5 inches of depth there with the bird's mouth cut on a 2x6. So you could do that. Also, the 4x4 gives plenty of stability. So next step, I'm going to take the railing off like in one piece, just unscrew it here, take the ladder off, and unbolt it from the wall, and then we're going to stain these things. So when that's all said and done, I'll show you what that looks like. All right, the beds are done. I got them all stained. Looks pretty good. So I really like how that turned out. Plus, got all the trim everywhere. Got a little whoopsie there to deal with. Painted those support beams or support posts white so they kind of blend in a little bit. Did have to spackle them quite a bit to try to smooth them out. And then I used a one coat polyurethane, which I was pretty happy with how it turned out. I mean, all this stuff is just framing lumber, so it's pretty sweet. But Allison's got a bunch of decorations picked out. We're gonna get this thing knocked out, so let's see what that looks like. Looks pretty dang good, I think. Allison did a good job picking stuff out here. We've still got a few things, like we're waiting on a new curtain rod for the curtain, and she printed some pictures that need frames, and just couldn't find the right size frames locally, so those will come in a couple days. But yeah, Ainsley kind of wanted the cowgirl theme, so kind of Western. Looks pretty nice. And then Avery's all about Star Wars and Avatar. So got a bunch of that. Got a record player up here. This goofy little thing. I had to wash those with soap and water. If you have any questions about any of the process, leave them in the comments below. And I'll also try to link as much of this decorations as possible in case you want them. We bought a bunch of it online. But anyway, pretty cool little room now. I think they're gonna like it. Let's do the reveal.
Hold on, Dad, now I'll go first and then we'll call you in. I just want to pray in here real quick.
Look!
Oh!
Whoa! Look at the jellyfish! What is this? Oh, Avery! It's a record! Oh my gosh! Mom, look at the curtains! Whoa! I got my bed!
What do you think of under there?
I like it. Little cowboy hat. Face over here. Look, Santa got a new book.
Yeah.
This one? Oh, I didn't check out the code. Oh, if I want to go up.
Oh.
What? I love the bedspread, Mom.
How is it up there with the mattress? You got enough room?
I got a new book.
All right, we're showing the friends.